Aries. So 5 key points, 5 key dates, 5 key major astrological aspects to help you, Aries, that sun in Aries or rising sign, to navigate the astrological, cosmological weather forecast for July 2023. Let's start with point 1. So, looking at both the 2nd and the 3rd of July, on the 2nd, we have Venus, our lovely planet of relationship, of love, of value, and of material possessions. Venus in Leo is squaring, that's a hard, difficult sign, Uranus, my big outer boy of surprises, the unexpected, and all manner of twists and turns in life, in Taurus, in your 2nd house of finance. Now let's just look at this quickly, because Venus rules Taurus. So she is kind of not in a good place to kind of be squaring Uranus in Taurus. But Venus is about value and Taurus is about money. So what is this going to bring? Well, I think you have to be mindful of unexpected expenses cropping up, because it is the 2nd house. And because it's Leo, where Venus is, this can be like your children. This can also be entertainment and artistic pursuits. Are you actually making some plans to splash out on things that really the current world economy will not be very helpful for? Bear that in mind. But let's see what else is going on with point 1, because we've also on the 3rd of July got a full moon in Capricorn in your 10th house. Now this is the part of your chart to do with your career, your passion, your soul path. It's a full moon. It's about closure. It's about change. It's about ending something. Are you perhaps going down a path with your career which really isn't working in the way that you would like it to? Because remember, Pluto, our planet of transformation, has crept back in to Capricorn, bringing you a kind of another opportunity to change the things with your career that aren't working. So use that full moon energy wisely. Let's have a look at point 2. So we have July the 12th, the North Node, all about our collective destiny, has been in Taurus in your 2nd house for the last 18 months. And on July the 12th, this North Node slips seamlessly into your sign, Aries. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Well, it's certainly going to bring some interesting karmic events into your life. Remember, it's the North Node. The 1st house for you is very much about who you are and how you show yourself to the world. Are you going to be making some significant changes in how you come across to everyone else? Remember, this energy is also pulling in that 7th house, Libra, the part of your chart to do with your significant relationships. That is where the South Node has also moved into. So there is something here about destiny and karma to do with your significant relationships. If you're not in a close relationship, well, this energy could see that status changing over the next 18 months. So let's move on to point 3. So point 3 is the 17th of July. We have 2 astrological aspects going on on this day. One is Mercury, our planet of communication, in your 5th house, Leo, the house of creativity, making a hard square to Jupiter, my big outer boy Jupiter, our planet of of opportunity, of expansion, of luck, and it's in your 2nd house of finance. I mean, basically, the underlining kind of element of that is that Jupiter is going to be improving your financial situation over the next year. Or if you're not careful, it can drain your finances if you're not working with them in the right way. But Mercury in Leo is squaring it. So be careful, Aries, that you don't splash out on things to do with kind of creativity, entertainment, theatre, the arts, which really are beyond your kind of economic kind of budgeting pocket. So just be mindful of that, because also this day, the 17th of July, we have a new moon in Cancer in your 4th house, the part of your chart to do with your home and family. It's Cancer. It's about nourishment. It's about nurture. It's also about the past and your ancestors. Maybe the new moon will see you getting together with certain family members maybe you haven't seen for some time. That could be one manifestation of this new moon energy. It's also good for anything you want to do with regard to changing your environment, making it a little bit more open and bright for summer. Or if you're in the southern hemisphere, making it kind of more warm and cozy to cope with those long winter nights. Now let's look at point 4, July the 23rd. And this is also about our planet of relationship, Venus, because Venus is in your 5th house, Leo. Now, Venus is actually going to be here until October, because Venus is going retrograde. And it turns retrograde on July the 23rd until September. But it doesn't actually move into Virgo, your 6th house, until October. What can you expect from Venus retrograde in your 5th house? Well, some people get concerned about any planet that goes retrograde, and they imagine that maybe a relationship, because it's Venus, is going to break up. But have you ever thought, especially as this is the house of love affairs, that you could be revisiting an old love, an old flame could come back into your life with Venus retrograde? Maybe you didn't think of that. So finally, point 5 is about Chiron, our wounded healer, also on July 23rd. Now, Chiron is in your house, Aries. It's turning retrograde on the 23rd. So remember, this is another retrograde, a retrograde, a revisiting. How have you found Chiron in your sign? Has it been beneficial for you? Has it helped you to find ways to be more empathic, to have more sensitivity towards others who have their own problems and maybe difficult wounds to heal? Because turning retrograde means some of these things may be revisited. There may be areas of you, of yourself, that need a little bit more nurture and care, a little bit more healing. So that's really the main 5 points for July. Thank you so much for joining me for this pretty short kind of look at what's happening for July. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And please subscribe to my website, pennydix.com. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.